Hey everyone, it's Anne Marie Sorrell, President and CEO of the Mosaic Group, and also President and founder of Cannabiziac. And I just wanted to come on and do a quick touch base because if you don't know, you should know that we are kicking off the Cannabiziac. The Cannabiziac Get in the Biz. Yeah, let's get in the biz, but Get in the Biz Roadshow, and we're kicking it off in Toronto, Canada. We're just days away this Saturday. So, all my folks in Toronto, if you know somebody in Toronto, this is definitely the place to be this Saturday. And so, I wanted to just share with you all an update because we have some dynamic speakers. We're going to be covering some great information, but a little bit about Cannabiziac for those who don't know. We are a global membership-based organization. We're building an ecosystem for professionals and entrepreneurs and business owners internationally in the cannabis industry. And what does that mean? We do this through education, training, as well as networking events. And so this event that we're going to be kicking off in Toronto this Saturday will include networking opportunities, lots of educational opportunities where you'll hear from, again, internationally known experts, and we're going to be focused on the Canadian market. But we're not stopping there. We'll be in Fort Lauderdale, Florida next week on June 12th. And then we'll be headed to New York the following week on June 18th. And then, of course, we'll be heading down to Kingston, Jamaica, July 2nd, and then over to Chicago on July 29th. So if you're in any of those cities, we want to make sure that you go ahead and register. And so what does this entail? What does it entail? So I want to just kind of show some of our speakers for Canada, because again, my people in Canada, I really need y'all to register. Space is limited. So we want to make sure that you get your seat before Saturday. This is filling up fast, so space is limited. And so here we have, of course, myself, my business partner, Keisha Dixon, who is our VP of International Affairs. She's also an educator. She's an intellectual property attorney. She's a cannabis attorney. So, you're going to get lots of great information from her. We have Sarah Green, who is a cannabis researcher and educator. We have Karen Mariano, who is a cannabis tourism expert. Abby Roach, who is also the Chief Executive Officer for Jane Dope, and she works on a lot of diversity and equity initiatives. We have Reverend Kelly Addison, who is also an educator, consumer educator, knows a lot about the plant. We have Masani Montagu. I know, sorry, Masani, I messed up your name. Managing Director of Masani Productions. She produces some really dope and really cool events, including Rasta Fest. So we're really looking forward to working with Masani. And it doesn't stop there, guys. We have another great set of speakers. Caitlin Blunder, who's an action coach. We have Mr. Gupta, who's a mortgage agent and Foundry Mortgage Capital. We have Michael Athill, who's the co-founder and executive director of the Seed Initiative, and be giving us information about that. We have Anushawa, hopefully I pronounced her name right. She's a pharmacist. We have Ajay, who's also a pharmacist. They both represent a path care. We have Vivian Wilson, who's the founder of Greenport Global, and Youssef, who's the Chief Transformation Officer for Schoolie Mitchell. So again, lots of great information, lots of great content. And what should you expect for the event? Well, you can expect in the morning, we're going to cover Cannabis 101. So really taking you through just some of the highlights of the basics of what you should know about cannabis, the plant, the medicine, the industry, et cetera, what's happening in the Canadian market. We're going to go over opportunities in the industry from cultivation to professional services and everything that's in between, and how these different professionals have found their footing and what they're doing in their businesses and, their tips to success. We're going to go over the fundamentals of entrepreneurship in cannabis. What are the basic things that you need to make sure you have in place? What pitfalls to avoid as an entrepreneur in this highly regulated industry? And then we'll have a networking lunch. And during lunch, we will have some guest speakers as well as our team formation for our business case competition. In the afternoon, building your cannabis. This is going to be an interactive case study. And then we'll have our some coaches that will be coaching our participants on their case study that they'll be developing in real time. And then we're going to have a case competition pitch. And the winner of the business case competition, or winners, will receive a scholarship into our fall cohort, where we have 3 different 16-week programs that they'll be able to select a scholarship for one of those programs, including our Fundamentals of Entrepreneurship, Cannabis 101, or our Medical Practitioner program, which is for medical practitioners and those who work in the health and human services sector. And then we'll close out the day with a networking event, a networking reception. So as you can see, we have a lot of great information lined up. It's going to be an amazing day. Again, we are bringing you the best of the best in the industry from the Canadian market. Not only do these professionals speak in Canada, but they speak in the U.S. as well as other parts of the world on cannabis. So we're bringing you the best of the best. If you have not gotten your tickets, it's only $80 Canadian dollars. So please register, and you can do so. You can register at cannabiziac.com/roadshow. You can see that here at the bottom of my screen. You can register at cannabiziac.com/roadshow. So we don't want you to miss out on this opportunity. We look forward to seeing everyone that's in the Toronto area on Saturday. Make sure you register now. The seats are filling up quickly. And so we want to make sure that you get an opportunity. And if you know anyone that's kind of curious, that wants to know about this industry, don't know where to start, where to get information, or those who want to connect with other professionals and really do some serious networking, this is definitely an opportunity to do so. So please do that. And again, I want to remind you, if you're not in a Canadian market, that's okay. We're coming to a city near you. So again, next Wednesday, June 12th, we will be in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So all my South Florida peeps, I really need you to come and register. Again, that's cannabiziac.com/roadshow. You can register for the Fort Lauderdale event. We have a dynamic lineup of speakers. I'm going to come back to you on Friday with that information. But in the meantime, you can go to the website and see who we have. You can follow our social media pages and see who we have lined up for Fort Lauderdale. And then on June 18th, for my folks that are in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, the surrounding areas, join us in New York. Brooklyn, New York will be at Mint Society. And so join us as we bring more dynamic speakers from the Northeast area. And that's going to be June 18th. And again, this program is from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. So we have a lot to cover within there, plus lunch, plus a networking cocktail reception. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And we will then head down to Kingston, Jamaica. So Jamaica, please get ready. July 2nd, we'll be there at UWI. That's University of West Indies. We will be there on campus with our program. And of course, we're going to finish it off in Chicago, Chi-Town, on July 29th. So if you're in one of those cities, near one of those cities, please join us. We look forward to having you. And just check out our website, cannabiziac.com. You can also see other virtual events that we have coming up. We have our book of the month at the end of the month featuring Mr. James Moore, who's going to be one of our speakers in Jamaica. And he's in Jamaica, and his book is How to Grow Great Weed. Who doesn't want to read that book, right? So you can also check out our virtual events, but we really want to see your face in a place. We want to see you in Toronto this weekend, or Fort Lauderdale next week, or New York the following week, or Jamaica, July 2nd, or Chicago, July 29th. So again, I'm going to put this information in our comments here. So that way you can have a direct link to the website. And again, that's cannabiziac.com/roadshow. So we look forward to seeing you. I look forward to seeing you. Please connect with us, and we'll see you on the roadshow. Let's get in the biz, y'all.